Take care anyway. If ever feel like role-playing GTA, that might be fun. That might be fun.
I don't understand why we are staying put.
Right, let's have a look.
Silver Glen can't be far away
What's
now.
going on with all this?
Howdy. Lovely day for a romp through the forest,
Now,
ain't it?
when you say romp, see, that probably means something different to British people than it does to Americans.
Ha! Like hell. Goblins round here swarm as thick as flies round my cattle's asses. Put an axe in my bodyguard's face, one of them did. Right where his big drunken nose used to be. So, you wish to partake in a polite little parley about our respective prospects, purposes, and expectations in life, do you? Rotten, cotton-picking nonsense, that.
Hey, you're welcome, Miranda. Hope you enjoy it. Your other half's got a very shiny gaming system. Cool. I don't think it'll need anything too powerful. It's been around a while now, but yeah, it should look nice on that.
I'm Roy. I'm in the animal trade. And instead of knocking back cheap rye in Silver Glen, I'm stuck in a friggin' forest surrounded by totem-worshipping savages that want to use my privates for target practice. There. Now you know it all.
Nice animals you have. That sounds like one of the worst chat-up lines ever.
Aye, my latest set of merchandise. Joy to herd 'em, that lot, until they crap all over your shoes, that is. Won't cost me fortunes on bootblack's wages much longer, though. Bought 'em for cheap from Berkshire back in the city, and I'm about to sell 'em dearly indeed in sacred stone.
I remember Berkshire for some reason. Were they? She wasn't the one that lost the sheep, was she? Oh, I don't know. I haven't played Bioshock, so is it good? Well, actually, no, tell a lie. I played, I think, a demo of it very briefly, but it must have been one of the first ones.
Full of lunatics, that place, or so I've been told. They'll slice these beasts from ear to ear the moment they can get their hands on them. Use the blood in rituals or some such. Lunatics, right? Madman.
I don't think he's got any more questions to ask. Oh, the bodyguard.
Donnie. Bah, some thug from Side Seal he was. All balls, no brains, you know. Perfect set of qualities to lead me past them zombies, I figure.
I don't know. I wouldn't have said the ownership of big balls was particularly suitable to getting past zombies. They may just looking at it as like a juicier morsel for lunch.
Figured right, I did, until we met them goblins. Now, you can have balls bigger than that bull over there, but it takes a fair bit of wit and cunning to beat a goblin at the hunting game. And Donnie, I tell you, the simple soul would have believed you if you told him eggs grow on eggplants.
You mean they don't? What about Silver Glen?
Not but your typical mining settlement is Silver Glen. You know the kind. Rough and tumble shacks, rough and tumble workfolk, and a handful of women that let their petticoats drop to the floor the moment they see a shiny coin between your fingers.
So that's why he's going to sell these animals. These goblins sound nasty.
No kidding. Ferocious as a hungry mountain lion, that lot. With swords and spears for talons. Donnie and I must have adventured too far north. I'm just gonna hang low until I can no longer smell him, and then I'll make a dash for it. Without an escort this time.
Perhaps you need an
I
escort.
don't understand why we are staying.
You'll provide protection, will ya? Be my paladin, my knight in shining armor.
For a price.
Like hell you will. You with your fancy weapons and armor, you rattle like a gypsy's wagon. Every damn goblin between here and the friggin' moon'll hear us coming. No, I'll get out of here soon enough by my god's damn self.
Okay, I have no idea what this person was here for. Is that a log entry, though? Roy's Menagerie. Maybe something else.
We slaughter him.
Some of us enjoy a nice red steak with our evening ale.
Okay.
This row is a
How now, brown cow?
We should make a run for it, mate.
Oh, he's got a talking rabbit as well.
There isn't a
up,
goblin
mate?
to be seen.
Of course,
Before they
because
come
when you
back and
talk to a
decide
rabbit
have
called
veal
Fred,
for lunch.
he's bound to go, sup, mate.
I'm Timfred, mate.
Hey, Pan.
Badass buck. Wood.
I'm as soft and
Badass
tender as a
book.
newborn calf.
You should know that
Cow
death
smells
awaits you in
Which is
Silver
something I
Glen.
do not
Say
intend to
what?
show.
I ain't joining that party, mate. I'm off. Cheers and peace out.
Okay, so if we tell all the animals that they're going to die,
Get back here, you damn
let's rescue
rabbit.
them. I think that sounds like a good idea.
Damn.
Bodyguard
You
Elias, welcome
cow
back.
smells
How's it going?
something fierce.
The rabbit is Welsh? Oh, that wasn't Welsh. That was... I don't know what accent that was. That was... I don't know, actually. It wasn't Welsh. Let's say a Welsh rabbit.
Ahoy, traveller. Let me salute you with true ovine spirit.
I'm afraid Roy is about to sell you to a butcher.
Leaving lambs on a lavender eiderdown. Tell me it isn't true. Am I to go like a sheep to the... Well, you know the horrid phrase. Please, help me, help.
I'll take my leave. What if we tell everyone, apart from Maurice,
Dearest, you do
right?
have a tendency to state the obvious.
When's he off? And then Maurice gets butchered, and these two fall in love.
Now,
Ah,
brown cow.
clever stuff.
Donnie would have been in stitches had he heard
Sounding Welsh
that.
to me, but we all sound the same.
How lovely to see you again.
Do you know you're going to be slaughtered in Silver Glen?
Dear me. Slaughter. Blood. This cannot be. We must do something. Maurice, darling,
Hey,
do
Walls.
something.
How's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for the raid. How's things going over there in World of Tanks land? And welcome, everyone. You've just caught us in the middle of a very strange situation here where we have a talking cow and a sheep and a bull. And the sheep's in love with the cow, who's getting daily Rogers by the bull. And there's a bloke going to take them to market for butchery, and we have to decide if we're going to save them all, I'm guessing. It's very strange, yes. It probably doesn't happen in any games you've been playing, I would imagine.
You cow smell something.
Steve is in the
fierce.
house. But welcome over, folks. Peabody, nice to see you again. How's things going? World of Tanks and Russian bias army incoming. I can imagine so. You know, here's a funny story. Here is a funny story. And thanks for the follow, Tank Commander 48. Let me just... I can't shut this damn game off, unfortunately. The noise is... It's there in the background. It's when it's paused, it keeps on going. I actually started up World of Tanks again the other day on a free account to see what it'd be like as a new player. Because my kids were kind of interested in it. And it sucks. It sucks on a free account. It absolutely sucks. But welcome back, folks. Playing stressful games today. I'm playing strange games today. Let's go back in. Oh, really, Mon? Welcome to the thanks for the follow. Right, come on, let's see what this cow is going to do. This is actually, I should just add, this is a very serious role-playing game most of the time. We're trying to save the Earth. From the end of, not just Earth, we're trying to save the end of time, the end of humanity and the universe as we know it, as it's about to be sucked into the void and destroyed by demons and stuff. But we have to do that by helping out this talking sheep and this talking cow get together. It'll all make sense after another 80 hours or so. Did a hit point buff in World Tanks help me as a new free-to-play player? I didn't actually notice it. What I did notice, it was very noticeable, is that as a free-to-play player, you're in a massive disadvantage in view range from anyone who has spent money to train their crews in level or tier 2. You know, the guy who gets his wallet out and pays can see you before you can see him as a free player. And if that doesn't say pay to win, I don't know what does. So that's the point where I uninstalled it. And that was the end of that. So, yes, interesting to see it from a slightly different perspective. Right, back to the plot again. By the way, folks, I've got a bit of a giveaway going on tonight. I've got some other games from GOG.com to give away. There are copies of Dishonored and Dishonored 2 giving away later on. So, if anyone's interested. So, this time we really are going back to the plot. That was so worth waiting for. As I said, it's a very serious role-playing game, this.
Bit late for that, innit? Trust you to raise a moot point, Maurice. Oh, kind human, have mercy on us poor animals. Deliver us from certain death in horrid Silver Glen.
I'm going to save them. I'm going to go and say...
Well. The wee wabbit went away, eh? How wonderful.
This guy is a knob, anyway. Flying hemorrhoid, useless pathetic noob, and helicoptered Rick. Thanks for the follow, guys.
Blast your eyes! That cursed coney would have fetched me a pretty penny if it weren't for your meddling.
Let's have a look. What can we do here? These animals are destined to be slaughtered. Hadn't you rather release them?
What? You're soft of heart, are you? The poor dears shouldn't be killed. I should just give up on the gold they'll fetch me.
Yes.
Wow, seriously. Shut it. You think I risk life and limb for a bit of beef and mutton? Either you pay me in gold, or you leave me alone before all this chatter attracts the damn goblins.
You weren't leaving out of those game giveaways? Don't worry, if you win one, we can just re-roll it onto someone else. It's not a problem if your name gets picked, so don't worry about that. You think I should give Roy to the goblins? I'd be inclined to agree. Let's see. Should we just... I'm not paying for the animals. I think we should kill him. I've been paying everyone unnecessarily in this game, trying to be the nice guy. Charm him. Charm Roy. I'm going to intimidate the son of a bitch. Oh, skip. He's intimidated. I'm not playing paper, scissors, stone for that.
Fine. You can have them. God's damned highway robbers are everywhere these days. Here's hoping the goblins will skin ya.
They might. Did you notice that one character got more XP than the others for that? I wonder if that was Jahan, because he's like a druid type of character. Roy talks a mighty talk for someone within fireball range. That's a good point. Right, okay, so we've rescued them.
Savior of sheep, may the great you in the sky bless you.
You're free.
You are my shepherd now.
Oh, God.
And I'm not sorry for it. Praised be for safeguarding me. And praised be even more for safeguarding darling Dudley.
The hero of the hour, nay, the century. How agreeable it is to gaze upon you. My champion, I am in your debt. Maurice and I are infinitely grateful. May neither thine horns nor thine udders ever wither.
Well, I hope my horn never withers, rather, and my udders. Well, less said about my udders, the better.
Well said, my dear Maurice. Well spoken indeed. But what shall we do next? We can hardly travel with you, now can we,
no,
kind hero?
Definitely cannot. You wonder if you can win this game with all casters? You can, or all melee. You definitely can. There'll be some situations which are way harder like that. But, I mean, the amount of grenades that there are kicking around that even the melee people can use, and just poison flasks and other flasks that you can just chuck on the floor, petrol bombs and stuff, it's definitely possible. It would make for an interesting gameplay playthrough, but it would be a challenge, I think.
Perhaps we could seek those legendary pastures that nasty creature other Roy described. They may well be real, for a man such as he hasn't the imagination to dream up such a lovely place. Though perhaps it is safer and more convenient simply to return to Sicil.
Won't these all these things just get butchered anyway if they go back to Sicil? Only danger lies ahead. Go back to Sicil and be safe? Or follow your dream and seek those pastures? I don't know what to say. I don't think there's anything good at Sicil. I'm going to say, follow your dream.
Follow your dream, I say. Seek those pastures.
Agreed. May you find your paradise.
You never know. It might happen.
Yes, I had hoped you would say that. Oh, this is dizzyingly exciting. Maurice Dumpling, let us embark on a thrilling adventure forthwith.
Go for it. Thought he might say that. Okay, that's really weird. There's people watching this who've just come over from Steve's stream thinking, we left the stream of a guy playing this serious player versus player game with serious skills, and we're watching Mark talking to cows. What has the world come to? Okay, let's get volume 20 of the Adventurer's Field Guide. I also don't know if I've just sent them to their death.
Fresh apple pie.
I really don't. I don't think I care particularly. New recipe, leather scraps. Oh, that is exciting. Imagine Doreen, Morris and Sheepy come to help you during a boss fight. Ah, that might be the case. That might be the case. They might teleport in. We might run into them somewhere later. The game does like doing odd things like that. A bit like those NPCs that you rescue in Red Dead 2. they later show up and buy you a free gun or something. I believe the phrase I'm looking for is quality content. Well, let's just call it content. We don't want to be done for false advertising. I focus on content here. Quality of which is not to be... what's the word? Quantified. I should have the quotes thing enabled on the chat bot, shouldn't I? I really should, so we can add quotes like that. May my horn never wither. What the hell is this? Are we going back into that sandstorm? I think... Did I come out that way earlier? Right, I've definitely been down there. I want to go 180 degrees. Actually, I want to quick save this before we screw it up. We're heading towards something that sounds like a tavern. Another empty beehive. How are the chicks? The chicks are awesome. I haven't put any pictures up on Discord today, but they... Oh, look. No, it's not these. This is something else going on down here. I fear, chat, we are going to have some more animal-related antics going on down here. Along with looking like, what's that, a satyr or something? Playing a guitar? We'd probably best not ask. No, the chicks are great. Yes, the chicks are great. For a few viewers who've just turned up and don't know what the hell we're talking about, we rescued some chicks whose nest had been destroyed last week, 4 days ago. No idea what type they were at the time. Oh, look, there's a bird nest, speaking of which.
This might be a magpie's nest.
And yes, we've hand-reared them and fed them so far, so they're doing good. I haven't put a video up of them today, but they've grown since then. They're now more active. We've made a home for them in the bath. We've put some branches and stuff in so they get used to perching and trying out their wings, because they're at the point where they can... well, they're certainly at the point where they can leave the nest, but not the point where they can fly about or anything yet, not fully. So it's an interesting time, but they're doing really good. No, chicks, the wild birds, we think these are willow... Did I say? Yeah, willow warblers, which are pretty rare around here. I thought they were great tits to start with, but as the feathers have developed, it's become clear they're not that at all. And we've got something a little bit special. And being quite rare and special, getting them back into the wild is going to be a major problem, because we don't know of any other their type that we could release them near, or introduce them to try and learn the ropes in the wild. So that's going to be a challenge. And even the people at the bird rescue place don't quite know what we're going to do next. So yeah, let's see what this is all about.
Look at us, the stag lying down with the wolf. Did you ever think you'd see the day? For my part, I'll stick that carnivorous fiend if he casts a bad look my way. But as long as we've got Malbini's tails, I suppose we'll be just fine.
Oh, that white thing's supposed to be a wolf? I would never have guessed. Did the bird rescue place at least... No, she didn't know the type. She couldn't quite tell from the pictures. And to be fair, they're still early on in their young markings, so another day or two and they should become clearer. But I don't know. I didn't even look at willow warblers and stuff, because I've never seen one of those around this area in my life, and we thought there'd be something a lot more common. But that looks like what they are. But we're not sure yet.
And it's getting awfully...
Right, let's just talk. Let's see what this is all going on.
Quickly, before my audience disperses. I can't seem to convince Mrs. Hollingsworth there to choose a tale. Would you mind doing us all the honor?
Just before we get into this, if anyone wants to see any pictures or videos of these little chicks, there's links to my Facebook and Twitter down below. You can find some on there. Or I think there's some on Discord as well.
I'd be harrowed to sing to you of Gracchus Rex, the last Source King. Delighted to sing of Astarte, the fallen goddess of the source. Terrified to tell you of Babe Oape, the Hag of Death.
The Hag of Death? No, sorry, it's my accent. Not a willow wobbler, a willow warbler, as in something that warbles. A willow wobbler, that sounds like an awesome name for a bird. We must have that. Your cousin and you rescued a baby robin when you're in elementary school, Miranda? That's cool. It feels like one of the most... Just keeping them alive this long feels like one of the greatest achievements of my life, actually. More important than loads of the other things I've done. And I feel like I've had a pretty good life with doing lots of things. But this somehow feels more worthwhile than a lot of the other things I've spent my time at. Do we really want to sing about any of these? Brachus Rex?
Ah, and so sing I shall, Source Hunter. But I warn you, the legend of the king is less story than history. And as realities tend to be, this tale is far more fantastic than fiction. Brachus Rex, that most terrible of kings, that most evil of wicked worms, defiler of lands,
I don't know I want to listen to this.
of cities and dreams, finally defeated by the noble Source Hunters and cast down.
Where have all these talking animals come
But would
from?
you have guessed he was once a wee tot, apple-cheeked and darling, and that he loved...
Do you hear it, friend? The forest music hums, buzzes, falls and rises like waves.
The hell is
like
this?
starlight through the atmosphere. Imagination, friend. It's imagination that transforms this music into the surreal.
The hell is this kind of? He looks like a... From there, he looks like a Jar Jar Binks character, but he looks like he's got a mouth that's eating half his own face.
Perhaps more music can help you unlock your dreams. Perhaps one of my compositions could add some modicum of joy to your life. I'd be so happy to share this gift with you. If it please you, select something from my catalogue.
Let's hear The Goddess in Chains.
Well chosen, dear friend. I can see your spirit was drawn quite adamantly to this particular piece.
A wrenching of ether.
I don't know what's going on with these. I don't. They've appointed me their protector and spokesperson, but the animals are the chicks. There's something just not... I don't know what this is all about. Let's just talk to someone normal.
Oh, very sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's just next God's Day is going to be very eventful for the likes of you.
Is she supposed to be red like that? Or is it from light from one of these? You profess to see the future?
Profess? Hardly. Who can stand those dried-up old windbags with their podiums and their gavels and their big curly wigs? Wait, what were we talking about?
What are you talking about?
Ah, yes, Source Hunter. I do not profess to see the future. I simply do. I am the knower of secrets, the conveyor of fates, and have been since the age of 2.
Do I want to tell me about... Do I really want to listen to this? I might come back to this later. I feel like I've got too many irons in the fire with other quests. And we'll just do a bit of exploring. We'll get this... An Immaculate Cathedral. Okay, there's something bad going to be up there, without a doubt. We'll go and get this, so we've got the waypoint. And I'm going back to do the Immaculate stuff. And we're going to try and pick this apart bit by bit. I think I should stop talking with humans, they're not normal. There's some strange characters in this game. Oh, is this a dead end? Okay, did not expect that. Should I have gone... Do I? I don't have that, do I? Oh, I think I must... I need to cross the bridge to get it. It's further down. Unless I go in through here. Is that possible? Okay, so we can't get over there. Oh, that looks dark and menacing. There's the portal for it. This looks bad. I don't see that I want to go across here at all. But it looks like I can get in this way. Go back home. That's how you go back home. Press the home key and you go back to where your characters are. Can they make it round there? This is Divinity. Nobody and nothing is normal. I guess that's kind of good. Because I've played so much of the D&D type games. And after a while, you kind of feel like every encounter with goblins or kobolds or anything else, you know exactly how it's going to go. And this is like a completely different universe and world to me. So I do like it for that reason alone. Something new to learn. Bewildered Caravaneer. Oh yeah, we found his mates, didn't we? And we didn't exactly help. Keeps the game fresh and interesting. I agree. Oh, what's this? What's that? Tectonic spray. We'll take that. Alright, it looks like we found our way down to this horrible... hang on, there's somewhere else going north. Let's just take a quick look up here. Looks like a fairly big section. Oh, there's a chest. Alright, so it's worth going around to. Let's go and check this out. And that is a long way around to that chest. Okay, catch you later, Miranda. Hope you enjoy Prey. Let me know what it's like. And thanks for hanging out earlier. Alright, let's see what's in this. This looks bad. That was a long way to come for something rubbish. That was a really long way to come for something rubbish. I'm disappointed at that. Also, new viewers and followers, the reason I'm playing through this, apart from the fact that it turned out that it's excellent, is that it's made by Larian Studios, which are the people behind Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out later. Well, it was going to be later this year. I had no idea if that's still the case, thanks to coronavirus and everything else. But and I thought, I've never played any of their games. Let's jump in with this and see what it's like. And I'm really happy to say that it's excellent. Although you probably haven't seen it at its best since joining the stream earlier. What have we found? We found this place, which looks trashed and scary. There is bound to be some monsters in this. I can't zoom out, unfortunately, to take a proper look. Oh, we've got Immaculates, level 15. We can take those guys, I think. Do I want to do this at the moment? I would have to fight my way through to get to the Black Gate. Not yet. So what we're going to do... There isn't a teleporter, a portal here, is there? Guess the nearest one is down there. It's quite a long way off. You'd expect there to be one nearby. Can I see one? So it'd be nice to be able to teleport back here quickly. I want to go back to town, especially as this is Immaculate related. We've got some more quests to do that I think we should do before we go to this. But I don't see a portal anywhere. There, screw it. It's not too far. We want to go to... Luculla Forest Silkblade. Yes, thanks. The wife is feeling a lot better. And it turns out it was just some... The test results are back. She doesn't have COVID. And it was just some minor bug that's passed away in a few days. But at the time, she thought she had... Well, it's because she works for the NHS, the health service. And so she had to get tested to make sure that she didn't have to have some time off. But yeah, she's feeling fine, thanks. Right, let's go. We want to go to... Oh, we're here. Is this... This is in fact the chapel, right. We've got the key to get into the basement now. Book of the Immaculates, minor healing, but there's no one looking? Right, let's steal that then. And that field guide. And what's in the bookshelf? I don't want to scroll. I'm not picking up rubbish. Try not to anyway. Oh, we'll take a look at the field guide though. That wasn't it, was it?